Hello.
Yes, I can. What about you?
I can hear you loud and clear. And how are you today?
I'm fine.
Long time no see. Oh, hi, hi, hi. Now I can see you. Ah, very nice. Okay, and how was your holiday? What did you do? Can you please tell me?
I think that it's just pretty normal. Before that, I said to you many times, and now that it just that repeated action.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So the first of that is the uh, a traditional Vietnamese tet only like in 3 days. In three
Mm-hmm.
days.
Yes.
So after that, that we have like an I will have a like I will have like a dinner. The dinner of the third day, that we will say goodbye to like all of our generations. Say goodbye to them, and after that, I think that is the last meal of that in the third. That will like say goodbye to everybody, and we have the last meal. That is
Uh-huh.
another traditional
Uh-huh.
because they only like rest for 3 days. So 3 days before the firework, this is just for the preparation. But the main test is about 3 days, and after that they don't count a test anymore. Although that my school that they can like rest about 10 days after, but traditionally it's only three, and seven left is for to uh, students to like do some revision or have some momentum for the test.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I count correctly, that I will have only have 8 days left
Mm-hmm.
before the subjects before the test will start.
Mm-hmm.
So my teacher always said that at the fifth day you can only play until fifth day. After that they don't count a test anymore. Fifth is the last day of that. And
Mm-hmm.
after that you have to come
Oh.
back. Yeah, you have to come back to my school that is for the university, the
Mm-hmm.
Hanoi University of Education. That the college students that rest for 2 weeks, so I can rest for 2 weeks too. And because I rest for 2 weeks, but reality is just 5 days. All of the days over for studying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even though that you live like can have that very long, but only 5 days is the main, and all of that is just the own work that you set home to do that.
Oh. Okay, so and what do you think? Was it interesting for you? Can you please tell me what is something that you think?
I think that about 5 days is already enough, since that now I said yeah, the topics about the holidays that are very controversial is the school holidays. The
Mm-hmm.
school holidays. My school holiday is about 2 months, and it's a very controversial between two groups. First is students and next is adults. About the children, they think the school holiday is now so short. Some school only have like a single month, but some school have 3 months. So it's very controversial. And the students said they were too short, and they should be longer since they're very stressed of the whole year. They have to wake up early, they don't have time free, like that. So school holidays or the is the perfect and only time for them to to like to play. But about the adults, I think there is too long students nowadays to study.
Mm-hmm.
Student nowadays to study, which means that only 1 or 2 months is enough. Some adults even think that 2 months is already long. So only like 5 or 6 weeks will do it. It's very controversial. But in my opinion, I think the school day will keep the current time about 2 months is average. It's enough. It's not very long, so students don't lose the momentum from the previous term, and there'll be enough time to play and create good memories with classmates. and family members. But it's not very short, not very short, which means that we have enough time for everything. So Tet is still the same. Now, there is a fight between two groups, the people and the government, about the length of the Tet holiday. About the people, it's a too short. 3 days is not enough to visit all the relatives and to have rest, because you know that some like my uncle, when I live in Australia for 2 months, I said that is I live with my uncle and she's live in Australia with her husband. So that is the only time that they can visit in Vietnam. It's the only time they can visit Vietnam and they can rest with the family. But about the government, they think that it was too long and it should be short. Yeah, but it should be short, since that Vietnam is still a developing country. So the holidays that is like holidays, if it was too short, it was too long, then people will like be lazy and they don't want to work, since that when you do something for a when you like you can lazy for a period of time and then it creates other routines, that means you're really lazy when you're coming back. And in my opinion, I think that it should be a little bit longer, of 3 days up to 5 days. I think it's enough, because I think that I will give 2 examples about why I like went to first is the first thing is that if you lengthen the Tet holiday, which means that a lot more business will happen, because they have to buy a lot. They have to buy a lot, which means they makes more money. Makes more money. Yeah, make more money and makes Vietnam a little bit richer, and it can like it can do a comparison between some developed country like Australia or America. The next thing is I will give you an example that if you buy a car, some people buy a car that they drive it anywhere to enjoy it. But some people buy a car and then they just stay at home because they're worried about the car that are like dirty. The same with money. The same with money. People spend money for the their own hobby, but some people just put money in a safe and they don't do it. Yeah,
don't use it. Don't use it.
Yeah, wouldn't use it because they love. Yeah, they're very savings. But if you like spend something, if you spend something that you save, I think that like putting money in a safe is just because to protect this is not very good. You have to spend it. If you have money, but you don't spend it, so why would you make it? Make it just to make that, to prove that you're success, to prove that you're like you prove that you have a girlfriend or boyfriend somehow. No, you make money for your own life. So if back about the Tet holiday, if it's longer, then a lot of products will be sold. We will make a lot more money. So we make money. Is for the we make money is for your own the own life. We don't make money to put in a safe. I think that is the conclusion of my talkings.
But what is happening? You mentioned, for example, I agreed. Okay, yes. That maybe it can be longer. A holiday can be longer, but what do you think about if you need to travel to Australia to visit your uncle? So what do you think about this? Okay, so you need to visit your uncle. Okay, so basically, you need one, if I understood correctly, you need 1 day to go to Australia, 1 day to come back to Australia, and at least 4 or 5 days to stay there. Is that right?
Yes.
That is approximately
Average holiday.
average holidays, like 7 days, more than less, more than less. Is that right?
Yes, I think so. But Vietnam is, I think that except school holidays and that no holidays can be as long as 7 days in Vietnam. The Independence Day, the Workers' Day, the Teachers' Day, the Christmas, every holiday can't be as long as 7 days except Tet and school holidays in Vietnam.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, because in my country we are having Easter. Easter, you know, what is Easter? Okay, you have a Christmas. You have a on 1st May working day.
Yeah.
You have a New Year, and we call this Slava. This is like saints. Every family have their saints. Okay, so for example, in my family we have Saint Nicola or Saint Nicholas. 19 December when we celebrate, and this is basically it. And every holiday is celebrated 2 days, maybe 2 days, except this Saint Nicola. Saint Nicola you celebrate only 1 day. New Year, Easter, and Christmas for 1 or 2 days, and that's it. That's it. 1st May, it's only 1 day. I'm speaking about my country, how we celebrate here. So, and sometimes it happens, for example, sometimes it happens that you are free, not in school, but you're free, for example, for your birthday. On your working place, you're free for your birthday.
Yeah.
So that is all combined. That is all combined 7 to 10 days during the whole year. You're free, but in different dates. So I want to hear your opinion, because something happens to me in the last couple of days. I want to hear. I always want to hear what younger people think. Okay, I will tell you what happened. What happens to me. Okay, so before we ended, before you started your TED holiday, I mentioned to you that I got a new job. This job is, for example, when you want to send money to someone. Imagine that you want to send money. Imagine that you have money. You want to send money to some person. You want to send money, and you are using one application. You have different application when you want to send money. And you want to send, for example, you want to send to your brother. You're not with your brother. You want to send to your brother. You're using our application. Something happens. The money is not arriving. Something happens. You write in a chat box that your brother didn't receive the money. And my job was in this situation is to check what is happening with your money, why your money is not arrived on brother's account, etc. So that is my job. Okay, so this is the job that, okay, I supposed to work. Something happens in last 24 to 48 hours. Okay, I want to hear your opinion. Okay, here what happens. Okay, so we used to have a trainings for this position. I listen to a lot of trainings, blah, 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 blah. And today, yesterday, they mentioned that we have nesting. They mentioned that we need to, in the next 3 weeks, we need to stop working with everybody who has jobs to stop working, who has other jobs to stop working, just to be on them on these trainings. And today, I declined I signed the contract, but today I declined, and we separate. And what happens? They didn't tell me in the beginning, at the beginning of when we sign our contract, when we sign everything, that will be They mentioned to me that we will have a training, and after this I will go to do my job. So they didn't tell me that, and my job, I supposed to work, I will tell my time, I supposed to work from 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. This is my shift when I need to work. But they told me that I cannot do that. We need to work from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. My time. And that will be time conflict with your classes, with your brother's classes, etc. I declined this. I couldn't do that because I cannot say, for example, Khang, listen, we will not have classes for 3 weeks. So they didn't mention me about this. So what do you think about this situation? Is this situation common? How would you handle this situation?
Can you say about what situation?
Okay, situation, what happens? Okay, I sign a contract. Here is the contract. I signed the contract that I will work for this company. And yesterday, they didn't tell me all the details of what I have to do.
Yes.
And yesterday on my training, they mentioned that I will need to be present on these trainings. I need to be present on these trainings every day during the working weeks in the next 3 weeks. So that means your brother, yourself, and other people will not have classes with me.
Yes.
And I declined this because, okay, I cannot have classes. I cannot not to have classes. I need to have classes with you guys. So they didn't tell me about this. And what do you think about this situation?
I think that this situation is kind of like that something that happened unexpectedly. That you don't have plans before. For example, that if you make a daily routines, that you will like changes if it's necessary. But because this change is so big that you can't even handle that. And I think that I found the solution for your situation is to talk again with people who give you that kind of work, and try to have a discussion about them. And maybe that we should like if 3 weeks straight, then I will only work for about 5 days a week and 8 hours a day.
Yes.
Maybe that's, for example, this thing is cut down big projects into some small one. For example, if you have to learn 1800 vocabularies, it seems a big number, right? But if you cut it down into 90 days, in 1.5, in about 3 months, if you learn IELTS, that you have to learn like about 2,000 words, which means that you only have to learn about 20 words per day. It's actually 1,000 times better than learning. And if people don't make this and they like going straight into the big projects, they soon give up because that they can't handle that. They can't handle that in the shoulder. It was too big. So yes, if you have 3 weeks straight, your 3 week work for 3 weeks straight, maybe that you will make a discussion to the pupil, and then you cut down it so it will be like 4 or 5 weeks somehow. So that you can still have class with me while still finish the work. So that's my solution.
Yes, I forgot to mention that what is happening. Okay, if I tell, for example, VIP English, that in the next 3 weeks, I will not have classes with you, with your brother, and other students. I have 4 other students in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not just in this school. I'm teaching from other schools. I will lose all my students because school don't want to do that, because they don't want to change the teacher because, for example, your brother, you get used to it on me. Okay, so you're studying with me, and in the upcoming 3 weeks, I will not studying you.
Yes.
Okay, and that is the problem. Okay, 10 days off. Okay, you go on a vacation, blah 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 blah. Okay, that is okay. But can you imagine, for example, 3 weeks, and what is happening? Okay, so they told me like this. Okay, what do they tell me? Okay, quit with other jobs. And in this company, I have probation period. Probation period is like I will work for 3 months for them, and after
Yes.
3 months they will decide will I stay or will I or they don't want to have to hire me to continue to work. Okay, so the worst scenario, something that is really bad, what is happening. Imagine this. I quit in all schools that I'm working right now. I focused only on this company. And after 3 months, this company fired me. I don't have a job.
So you have two options to stay or leave, right?
Yes. And I didn't sleep last night very well. I was thinking about all the solutions that I'm having. And I decided to decline the offer. I cannot risk. Okay, I have a son, I have a wife, I have a mortgage. Mortgage is when we need to pay a credit for apartment and everything else. So I decide, okay, I will quit on this job because this job is not certain. Who can guarantee me that after 3 months I will work there? No one. Who can guarantee, for example, if I quit here? And one more thing, if I quit here, for example, companies will not pay me the money right away, so I will lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
So what is the problem? That is the problem. And I decide to quit with this new job.
You're very risky, right? You risk with a new job. If you have any consequences, I think that you will be in trouble.
Exactly.
You will be in trouble because, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're very risky, and I think that why do you have to risk that high?
Exactly. I'm satisfied with here. Not satisfied. I'm happy here, but this that was the chance that I can earn more money during the period of time when I finished my classes. I continued to work for this company. That's it. Yes, and okay, and then told me this. They practically they told me, okay, you will do like this or we will stop. And they were saying, okay, no problem, I will stop. I quit. Yeah, because after this who can guarantee that and they told me in the next 6 months you cannot take vacation. That is another problem because I want to go on vacation with my wife, with my son. We want to go to the Greece. So this is another problem. So basically I was thinking the whole night, and I decided definitely not to continue with this company, not to continue to do this job. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, yeah. So
a risky and a very risky situation, and I don't know the reason why you will take up this risk. No. Because if you fail, then I don't know can't imagine what happened next. So the risk is like because you like to work with Skype, right?
Mm-hmm. No, this is another side that I need to work with. This is just chatting. I mean, you chat and send emails, but I cannot combine 2 jobs in the same time. This is impossible. So
I think that my parent is also risk to try to make me staying with you because you know that each class with you and me how cost it took in Vietnamese in dollars about $30.
$30.
Yeah, 1 day salary of my parents outcome one single class like this. My parents, it's very risky to like studying with the foreign teachers. But my parents think it will be worth, since that I can easily communicate, and all of that is to make my upcoming life a lot easier. So there is $30 per class, which means that's about $90 per week and $360 per month. Just about 12 class. Yes.
Yes.
That if you convert, I think that is a 1 month salary of an average construction site worker.
Wow.
Yes, just for studying for 12 hours.
I understand. I understand what you.
Yes.
I understand what you want to say, and I understand that this is quite difficult. But situation is like opposite. Okay, so you will receive some knowledge. You will expand your vocabulary, and no one will quit. Okay, no one will quit. Okay, so, and there is the problem, for example, with this company. They told me, okay, you need to choose. And I was saying, okay, if you blackmail, this is like a blackmail. If you blackmail me, I will let you down, because there's a salary for this was around $1,000, around, a little less. And I was saying to them, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to do that, because first I accept because I have a lot of classes, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so not just here, I have a lot of classes with everybody, and I can earn a decent amount of money. But here, what is the problem here? It's and this is more money in our house. This is something that will can help us to live better. But if I lose this job, I will earn less money.
Yes. I think that you work for the VIA English and another school. Outside.
Schools.
Yes.
Outside, not just for VIP English, for other schools.
I think that you have a better salary in VIA English, right? Since that my parents have to pay $30 for you for a single class. That means that you will receive all that money, since you are the one that taught me. Which means that for 2 students, you gain about with me and my brother, you earn about $700 per month. Not to mention another tons of other students. It's a lot.
Okay, it's not like this. It's not like this, because we cannot speak about this, how much we earn, but it's similar. It's similar. Yes. Okay, so yes, when you combine all the schools that I'm having, all the students that I'm currently having, it's a quite different. It's a quite different comparing to everything. Comparing to everything, it's quite different, because when we have a I cannot receive all the money. Okay. So someone else needs to earn more, also money. So this is what is happening here. But here is the thing. When I combine all the students, okay, so imagine now this. Okay, I can say you like this. During this period of time, because most of my students are from Vietnam and China. People from Vietnam and China celebrate the Tet holiday. Okay, you celebrate Tet holiday, they celebrate Tet holidays. During this period of time, I earned around $1,200, and we didn't have classes. Can you imagine this? We didn't have classes during this time. First of all, February is a shorter month than other months. This is what is happening. Second thing, there is a Tet holiday. So I didn't have a lot of classes during this period of time, because you mentioned that you are on a break, etc. So only one. I have 7 students or 8 students in VIP English. One girl, she finished her classes yesterday. So 7 students or 8 students during the period of time of that holiday. I just have one student of 8 students. I just have one student the whole period of time because he's not in Vietnam. He's on Malta. Malta is a country in Europe. So I only have him, and a lot of Chinese students they cancel their classes because they couldn't have classes they don't want to have classes during that holiday. And more or less I earn more money than I will earn here for the full month straight. So basically that happens. And I was saying, okay, no problem. So I will continue the teaching. And I think that they will not pay me because this training, they need to pay me, but I think that they will not pay me for this training. And I think that is quite not okay, but okay, no problem. Okay, and this is something that happens here. And I want to tell you something else. This company is from Russia. Can you imagine this? It's from Russia, Russian company. So yeah, practically they want to force me to work for them. And I don't know what to say. So, okay, did you ever hear something like this in your country?
I think that I haven't seen that any student in this before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what would you do in my situation? Okay, besides talking with them, try to pursue them, do you think that what is us here, what am I doing here? Do you think this is a good decision or bad decision? What do you think?
I think this kind of a good decision. My thinks.
Okay, can you tell why?
No, I think that this is the life, so I don't know. Maybe that I know that it's just like a good decision, but I don't know the reason.
Okay, okay, very nice. And now let's talk about your plans for the next. Okay, when you okay, so we will stop here with this topic. When you what is your plan for coming back to schools? So do you have any plans?
I'm already coming back to school for 3 days.
3 days.
Yes.
And is it hard?
And 18th, and in 18th of and in 18th of February.
And is it harder? How do you feel now after the break?
After the break, I think that the first thing that I mentioned is that the wake up. The time I wake up from 8:30 in 10 holiday to 6 is school days. I have to have a little bit of time in order to adapt that. But right now that I'm adapt that, and now I can easily wake up at 6.
Easily?
Yes.
Okay, if you say so. And what are the plans now in your school for the next months?
The next month, I think that I know about the 5 subjects that I have tests. Oh no, 6 subjects that I have
again
tests.
Again, you have test.
Midterm test, and 5 of them next week, and one of the tests in this week. I know 6 subjects. So I will tell to you right now. Geography, we're on 33rd for Friday. History will be on 26th of February. I think the next one is music, 28th of February. Literature, 29th of February. I think that now you know why there's a 29th of February. It's a leap year now. The next thing is the English, 1st of March. And finally, no, English is 29th. No, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, no, Wednesday is the music. Thursday, 29th is literature. 1st of March is English, and 2nd of March is the 2nd of March is the math.
Math.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
And
I think there is another subject on the 28th. Is the the biology. No, not the biology. The chemistry and physics. I have one big test out of 2 subjects. So yes, I think that after that week is going to be the hardest week. Next week is the hardest week, about 6 subjects, all tested at once. And after that, I can rest easily.
But okay, this is something that is strange for me, because before you go on a TED holiday, you used to go on a TED holiday. You also have tests, is that right?
Yes.
But why do you have all the time all these tests? I don't understand this part.
Because you know that my school is different from all school in Hanoi, all secondary school in Hanoi. Well, it's that I will have I think that I will have the school holidays earlier than 1 month earlier than other schools, and we will come back to school 1 month, also a month earlier. That's why that all of the subjects have to be pushed up a lot. It's because of this exact reason. Yes. Wow. That's why that, as you can see, that I have. You know that when I stop have class, no. Before you teach me, I have another student. I have another teacher, and you know that I added with that teacher right before I go to Australia, because I can't bring my computer there. I not this is my brand new computer, not the old one. And this one is and as you can see, my school is a lot different. So that's why all the subjects will be pushed earlier.
Is your school something like, let's say, I want to use the right term. I don't want to offend you. Okay, is this a school for, let's say, for someone who is better than average students? Okay, for special school. Is this school for no?
This is a normal school. If you have enough points, you can go in. It's a very normal school.
No. I'm saying, for example, that is this school for students who are on the higher level than other students in other schools, more intelligent, more smart, etc. Is this that, or regular school, like regular primary school?
No, this is just a normal school. If you have enough points, you can go in freely.
Okay, and how many points, for example, do you need for this school? For example,
so grade 6, I only know about grade 6. So when I go to grade 6 is COVID-19 pandemic, which means that the score is reduced. So it's only 23 points. 23. If you score the 23 out of 30, you can go in.
Okay.
But you know that if you have some certificate, like if you have IELTS certificate, you can skip English and treat at 10.
Wow.
Yes. If you have IELTS or TOEFL, do you know about TOEFL primary?
No.
Okay, so yeah, it's another English test. And if you have a certificate, you can also be treat English as 10 and to skip that. And if you are a son of a teacher and that teacher is teaching a school, that you are, for example, my school, like, no, I will give an example that if you are a son, that your mother or father is a teacher that teach in the school you are tested in, you will reduce by 3 points, which means that you only get 20 out of 30.
Wow.
Yes, 20 out of 30. I don't have any of that, but I scored 23.25, which we have enough to go in. And do you know that out of 3,300 students, only 240 can go in? So 1 fight against 10.
Okay, but this is something like, how should I describe this? What you described here right now, in my country, this is only related to high school. We don't have these rules, for example, for elementary school. Okay, so basically we can, for example, in my country we have a rule that everyone can go in a primary school without any problems. They don't need to pass test or something like this. Okay, they just
it's the same in Vietnam, but in the secondary exchange you have a test of 3 subjects: literature, math, and English. And English is the only subject that you can be treated at 10 if you have certificates. I think that Steven just keep talking, and then I will compare in Australia to see that is very easy. So you just said. So sorry sorry if I actually like cutting your speech.
No problem, no problem.
Okay, so now you can just keep talking.
Okay, so here is what is happening. But you are in a grade. I just want to compare. Can you? You are in which grade are you right now? You are in grade
8.
8.
I'm grade 8 right now.
And you are 14 years old. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, like in my country. Okay, so and when you are, for example, our primary school, like I explained to you, we have four grades: first, second, third, and fourth grade. This is like okay, so this is just the beginning. So we have this beginning. Okay, so in this part, we are having like easy subjects, easy everything, blah 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 blah. Okay, on the second part, we are having 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Students can also easily go to these grades, and after that we have a 4th grade in a high school, or 3 grades. That depends which high school do you want to sign up. So we are having like this. And in our country, it's like you need to pass if you want, because I used to go, this is like we call this gymnasia. Gymnasia is you have education about all the subjects. For example, in you have a lot of subjects during this period of time, and you need to have a good grades. But after that, when we finished with this, you go to the university, and also depends which university that you want to sign up. So what is happening here? What is happening here with us? When we finished everything, we also need, when you want to go to university, you need to pass the test. You need to finish some tests, and when you finish some tests, then it will be decided based on your, for example, score. Are you going to pay for this university?
Yes.
Or are you going to go on a budget? On budget, that means, for example, that country will pay you for your studies. for example, I used to be on a budget when I was 18, 19 years old. I took tests and I did it good. And yeah, I used to be 2 years on a budget because my college was like 2 years, only 2 years. And I finished this college. And yes, and when I finished, okay, this what happens. Okay, I didn't pay anything because I was good on these tests at the beginning. But in my opinion, you can have a bad day. For example, you can have a bad day. For example, you want to pass the test, you want to go in a better schools and university. But can you imagine, for example, you are doing the test and your brain stop. You don't know the answers. You forgot the answers. I used to have a friend, he forgot the answer. He was better when we prepared together. He was better than me on preparation. But when it was the test, he was very bad on his tests, and he needs to pay, for example, for his studies. And he was very, very, well, how should I say? He was very sad. He was, I don't know how to describe it. So how about in your country? Do you pay, for example, for university? Are you paying, or what is happening?
About the university in Vietnam, it's have a very big problem. Is the fee?
Mm-hmm.
It's keep increasing. According to the university in Hanoi in 2018, 28% of students have to give up if
Wow.
you have to give up the studying if the fee is increasing, and 37% of the families can't handle the fee of the university if it's keep increasing. And right now, the fee of the university is increasing fast and faster. So yes, it's a very, I don't know why it increased that fast. Maybe because that the people, I think that about the population. The population. And I think that about the population in the world. I think that I will tell you a story about how dangerous the Thai population is. In the past, a people invent a chessboard for the king in order to make him strengthen the brain and entertaining. And the king asked that pupil that I really want to give you a reward. What do you want? What do you want? So that people asked that I don't like something like diamond, or something like diamond or gold, or any kind of treasure. I only want about the rice. So how much rice do you even need?
I know that's it.
Yes. So on the first you put 1, the second is 2, third and fourth, and all the way to 64. And do you know that how much they have to took that? Is 2 by 64.
I know that.
18 billion.
Right.
Billion. Yeah. Each rice is 0.029 grams, which means that it's about 250 billion tons. And according to like some, I think that about I think that the amount of wheat the entire country grown is about 2.6 billion tons per year, which means that the amount of rice that person that asked for the king to give about the whole world's wheat in 2 centuries. And right now, if you count 1 the one single rice is one pupil, which means that the amount of people in the world now is based on letter 34. 34. Yes, it is like it's increasing fast. And you know that every second, 4 people died. No, 4 people born, 2 people died. Every single second.
Yes.
Yes, every single second. And as of 1 second, 24,000 tons of ice melt on our surface. And I think that I can surprise you with some amazing facts. Like, yes. And you know that in 40 seconds, Elon Musk make an yearly income of an average people in America. Yes, in 40 seconds, Elon Musk makes an amount of money equal to the yearly income of an average people.
Wow.
Yes, there are lots of companies, lots of things. Yes, and every single minute, 300,000 tons of ice melts, and a lot more. Yes, as you can see that. I see that after this, I can know about the. I think that like I see that a poem that said that I don't know what to say, but like if you groups a lot of things, you get a very big thing. For example, I learned about the poem about Vietnam. If I translate to Vietnamese, it's mix winds to make storm. Lots of wind equals storm. Yes, and Ho Chi Minh, that in a talking in 1954. Oh wait, I will wait. Okay, so he said, if I translate to English, families is the cell of the population. A lot, yes, a lot of families can make a lot of families that can mix up the population, and families good means population good. Yes, he said that, and it makes me think a lot about the I think about the groups. Teams make perfect.
I agreed with this. Definitely, this is something that is really fantastic to hear about someone who was really wise. Yes. And definitely like a lot of people from the past are through the history we can learn from these people like Nelson Mandela and many others. So you can learn from these people. Okay, you can learn a lot about they have a big knowledge about a lot of things. So I'm pretty much aware of what you mentioned right now, and this is something that every person should be proud. Sorry, should be proud when they listen these stories about these people. Okay, so this is something that is really fantastic, and I learned a lot from Ho Chi Minh in your stories and others from other stories from other students. Of course, you have Confucius. Okay, he is from China. You have Nelson Mandela and many others, great leaders from the past. And the most interesting thing for them, they are really, how should I say, they're really peaceful. They're really not aggressive. When they are saying something, I suppose that Ho Chi Minh was really peaceful when he was saying all of these nice words that people need to absorb his knowledge and everything what he's saying to his people. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, so yes, that was really nice. Okay, we spoke a lot. Okay, you give me some always you give me some interesting things to think about. because younger brain, in my opinion, younger brain can work really fast, absorb knowledge really fast. And this is why I ask you, what do you think about real life situation? Not situation that we are reading from the books. Okay, I want to ask you about a real life situation, that's something that happens to me, and you give me your thoughts.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much. See you on Friday.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.